you have any remorse for what you did, Mark? Any remorse at all?
That's a treat for later. Hi, I'm Batman with Down syndrome, and welcome to a shitty version of Content Cop. Sorry if I'm a bit late on this, but I only just found out like a month ago, so bear with me. So if you don't know who Marcus Dibble is, which honestly I don't fucking blame you. Marcus Dibble was a former Australian YouTuber who made call-out videos on certain people, like the likes of Justin Ryan, Storm K, Percy Inglis, even this retard, etc. Along with gaming videos, vlogs, rants and pranks. And he had millions of views. And he had thousands of subscribers on his YouTube channel. It seemed like our boy Marcus had it all. But in the middle of last year, Marcus found himself into a wee bit of trouble.
A YouTube star has avoided jail for grooming a 13-year-old girl for sex. Marcus Dibble was planning on meeting up with the girl before her mother intervened.
Marcus Dibble made a name for himself with big talk and pranks on social media. But today, the disgraced YouTube star was silent after being sentenced for grooming a 13-year-old girl for sex.
Do you have any remorse for what you did, Mark? Any remorse at all?
The 27-year-old avoided jail after pleading guilty to charges including producing, possessing and distributing child abuse material. Instead, he was convicted with an 18-month community corrections order, partly due to his youth and his lack of any prior convictions. For 15 months, Dibble shared sexually explicit messages with a 13-year-old girl. When she told him her age, he said that it was okay. The victim's mother contacted police.
Yeah, Marcus is really good with kids. Now, just by that clip alone, I don't need to explain what Marcus Dibble did. You know what? Actually, I'll let you play along at home. What do you think? Did Marcus Dibble, A, stop talking to the girl when he found out her age, or B, keep grooming the girl despite how old she is, or B, because the answer is B. Yeah, Marcus has become the Australian Jared Fogle. He also groomed the girl through phone calls and text. And one of these phone calls, he told the girl that he was masturbating while thinking about her. Disgusting! And he rented an Airbnb for his photography business. And he encouraged this underage girl to show up. Because he wanted to take photos of this girl. A fucking 13-year-old girl. Are you fucking kidding me? And get this. He was in that Airbnb from July 5th to July 7th. So that's 3 days. 3 days. 3 fucking days. Lucky the girl never showed up because God only knows what would have happened if she did. But Marcus Dibble didn't just groom a 13-year-old girl. He also purchased some steroids.
Dibble was also fined $5,000 for possessing steroids.
So, when the police raided his house, what else did they find? Child porn and an altered photo of the girl in a sexually suggestive manner with a crude caption over it, and a fuck ton of steroids! Now just think about this for a second. Wasn't Marcus Dibble always a fucking terrible person? Well, before this situation, he used to harass people. Like an example of this is Percy Inglis, a kid who clearly has some serious problems. I mean, it didn't take a genius to know that that kid wasn't in a good place. And Marcus Dibble made fun of him in 2 videos. And Percy ended up committing suicide. I'm not saying that Marcus had anything to do with that, but the kid was going through enough. Another example is Justin Ryan, a young man who clearly has some obvious issues and a disability. And Marcus harassed him multiple times. So this just proves to me that Marcus was always a shitty person. And most of us didn't realize it. These people needed fucking support. Not a pedophile constantly mocked them video by video. But in my head, I know that Marcus got some sick pleasure from putting Percy and Justin on blast like that. Anyway, next.
I don't even know how to start this video. I actually don't even know.
I know how to start it. No. I don't even know how to start this video. I actually don't even know. Oh, hey kids. Let's play musical chairs, except I'm over the chairs. Marcus? Am I doing it right?
I've honestly got so much to tell you guys.
What, that you're fat to little girls? So if you remember before Marcus got busted, he uploaded a video called We Need to Talk. It was basically him explaining the fact that he can't do videos anymore without people getting offended by everything, and that he suffers from mental illness.
The point I'm getting at is due to the new YouTube change of rules and people getting offended over everything, it really restricts what I can do as a creator and restricts a lot of other people too. And that is something that is really hard to balance out, because I want to say something, but they never give you any direction of what you can say. For an example, like, can I say the F word or will that be demonetized? Can I say the S word? How many times can I say this? About 70-80% of my videos are demonetized because of these new YouTube policies. And there's not a thing I can do about it. And it's really, really, for me personally, it's sad to see the way the world is going. It's sad to see that so many people are getting offended over a joke and facts. Facts don't care about your feelings. Ben Shapiro, thank you for that one. A lot of you guys can tell I'm pretty mentally drained at the moment. I'm tired. I've just had to make this video for you guys to tell you what's going on. A lot of you guys know that I suffer from mental illness, depression, anxiety, and
But I think, now, this might not be true, but I think the only reason why Marcus has mental illness, because he knows he's in deep shit. And yeah, mental illness is a shitty thing, but Marcus created his own hell. He did this to himself, and he's got no one else to blame but himself. And that's why he says he can't tell us why he's in court, because he knows he'll lose everything. And his diehard fans that he once had would turn against him. And, you know, obviously Marcus didn't want that, so he was unable to tell us why he's in court.
So at the moment, I'm currently going through a legal situation, and trust me guys, the one thing I want to do is tell you what's happening. I really, really want to discuss with you and tell you what's happening in my life right now, but due to what is happening, I'm unable to tell you, and I apologize from the bottom of my heart.
And this leads up to the reason why he created his GoFundMe page. And I bet you this was his plan. Because first, he tells us that he suffers from depression and anxiety so he can gain people's sympathy. And after his fans would feel bad for him, they would give him money. And this worked because he raised over 20 grand. The point I'm trying to make here is that Marcus pretty much used us to bail him out. And this whole time, we were supporting a pedophile. We were giving views to a child groomer. Isn't it just fucked up to think about that? So, in mid-2020, Marcus removed several videos. I mean, 6 million views worth of videos. And he probably even did it to some of his other channels. Reason being, because of the situation and because he received death threats. Yeah, that's his reason. Marcus, you tried to have sex with a kid here, and you're the one who bought steroids. Of course no one's gonna respect a pedophile and a drug addict. Everyone's gonna be angry. And rightfully so. Did you really think, after you did this, people would respect you? And if that's the case, then you're actually a bigger fucking idiot than you already are. But it wasn't just Dibble's videos that got deleted. His accounts got deleted as well. Like Dibble's Facebook account, terminated. Dibble's Instagram account, terminated. Dibble's gaming channel, terminated. Dibble's vlog channel, terminated. Dibble's second channel,
Terminated.
even his main channel, probably not by Big Sister herself, probably deleted by your friendly neighborhood pedophile. And deleting your videos and probably some of your channels would be forgivable if you didn't groom a fucking 13-year-old girl. So what was Marcus Dibble's punishment for grooming a 13-year-old girl and, you know, purchasing steroids? Did he get 18 months in jail or even a year in jail? No! He got registered as a sex offender for 15 years and fined $5,000 and ordered to perform 150 hours of unpaid community work. Yep! That's it! So, this just proves how broken the justice system really is. I mean, with someone like this, they at least deserve to be put behind bars for a good solid 15 years. Instead, you just slapped a label on him and grabbed money off him and forced him to do chores. This is just equivalent of a fucking slap on the wrist. He needs to be properly punished. I have an idea how he can be punished. Now, I know this might be hard to swallow, but how about put him in a fucking jail cell? Yeah, I just blew your fucking mum, didn't I? Or, if you don't want to put him in jail, just dress up like a vampire and suck all the semen out of his cock. What's up, Dibble Army? It's Marcus Dibble, just being registered as a sex offender like normal. So I just wanted to do a vlog for you guys, showing what I do in my pathetic life. So let's get started, shall we? Do you guys like my hat? I'm actually a huge loser, but I pretend not to be. If there's any 13-year-old girls watching, make sure you slide in my DMs, because I would like to have a friendly chat with you. So last night I was playing Batman Arkham Knight on my PS4, had a lot of fun with that, and I kind of want Batman to put his battering in my mouth, and Jason Todd to penetrate me with his large crowbar. So anyway, sometimes I like to open my window and sniff Stacy's stanky puss. You can pretty much smell that shit from a mile away. Smells like salmon. Oh my god, she smells like an Asian hooker. Oh, I bet it's that time of the month again. Just smelling her stanky pussy makes me want to masturbate. Hope you guys are really liking the skits where I stick my newborn son into a blender. Or how about the one where the wizard shits himself? Or, my favorite so far, the one where I jizz on a playground slide. You guys just reminded me I had to have some protein. It's totally not Milo. So, let's get this shit open. I just made it pop like all your moms. So I like to have 1 scoop of protein. I'm only just gonna add a little bit. You want a piece of me? Huh? You want a piece of me? Oh, look at these gains. Huh? Oh, yeah. Look at those gains. Oh, I'm so strong. I bet you I can break the wall. Oh! I broke my hand. These calls for the judge.
Yeah, motherfucker.
To conclude, you can't trust anyone on the internet. They're usually not who they say they are, and they're usually not who you think they are. Yeah. And Marcus Dibble, please respond.
And if you ever dealt with a predator who like wanted you to send nudes, or who like wanted to meet up to have sex with you, or who actually met up and had sex with you, which happens a lot, go to cybertipline.org and report the predator. It doesn't matter how little information you have on them. The more victims that do this, and believe me, a lot of predators have so many victims, the more likely they are to face the music, so to speak, to get behind bars.
Guys, it's alright, don't stress. Lynn, it's okay. Age is just a number. And jail's just a fucking room.